Hello learners, welcome to Learn to Empower. In this ethics series, we are looking into the moral and philosophical thinkers of ethics. Right? In this particular video, we'll be looking into the Western thinker. Whenever the term Western thinkers are mentioned, we cannot forget the importance of the Socrates. Socrates is a very important personality where he gives a lot of philosophical basis to understand ethical values. Now, the first and foremost that we need to understand the timeline where he used to live. Right? Socrates was lived during the period of 469 to 399 BC. Right? And moreover, Socrates laid the foundation for Western thinking in terms of philosophical way of understanding the society. He is the ancient Greek philosopher, right? No doubt in it. And he did not leave any written documentary about his works, etc. We get to know everything about his work from his student Plato. Right? Now, how Socrates gives his ideas is that he starts conversation with a random stranger in the particular ancient Athens city, because he used to live in the Athens city at that time. It was a city state. The city state was governed by democracy. Now the people, he was against the democracy per se, because he has many reasons for that. But timing understand that he is a personality where he used to profess his ignorance first of all. Right? He says he don't know nothing. He starts questioning the other people's belief. Right? When he starts questioning the other people's beliefs, he will make sure that the other person also doesn't understand what is the basis of his own understanding of the society. Right? He used to by starting the conversation, he used to question the traditional system at that point of view. Right? He used to question many things that has been existing without any basis. He used to question all the traditional practices that has been there. Right? He used to imbibe one simple thinking, that is the critical thinking within the youth of Athens. Right? And moreover, he talks about the self-examination and pursuit of virtue. He says that by following the virtue, a human beings can be have a ethical way of living. Right? He in this process, he says that every human being in the society will strive for highest human happiness, that he called as eudaimonia. Next comes his student Plato, and the Plato student is Aristotle, talks about the eudaimonia from the virtues point of view. But here we need to understand that the highest form of human happiness as per Socrates is eudaimonia, that every human being try to achieve this eudaimonia. Right? According to Socrates, the moral way of development is developing one's character. Now he starts questioning in such a way that character, that you are not examined your own character. You started believing the traditional practices blindly. Now he questions these traditional practices. He wants to get the idea why the people are following this. Like how he starts the conversation, like he'll be starting asking that what region you are coming from. Okay, who are your parents? Now what type of religion you follow? Now why you follow? He will ask a series of questions where at the end of certain question, every human being will realize that he doesn't have the strong answer for the particular question. Now how Socrates will be asking the question, he will be playing his own ignorance, and he'll be asking the questions with the other people. Right? Now he also says that an unexamined life is not worth living at all. Right? Unexamined life, not if you are not explored your own basis, then there is no base of living at all. Right? Now his way of teaching gives the deeper understanding of pursuit of truth. Now that's how I have given here how he starts the conversation with the fellow, and he makes the thought provoking questions. Now in the UPSC preparation also, we generally says that you should ask the questions like why, when, what, etc. Right? By this kind of question, series of questions, we will try to understand that the deeper meaning of certain aspect that is taking place in and around us. Right? Now this is how the Socrates way of teaching works, where you will be asking the thought provoking questions to critically examine certain parts of your life. Right? At the when Socrates was of this here, now the ancient that city administration Athens found guilty of him, that he is corrupting the minds of the youth. Now the decision was taken in a very democratic manner, that the Athens city people voted against, not only the entire people have voted, but only the group of people have voted against in killing the Socrates. Now Socrates took the poison name hemlock. hemlock, right? Poisonous hemlock, and he relieved from his life. Now the point to be understood, he had a chance. It is in the Plato's book, the says going the says that the Plato or the Socrates has an option that he can leave the city, right? But he did not choose, because he said to Plato that if I leave the city I might live, but if I die my philosophy will live. That's why in the starting of this slide I have given that my philosophy is my life. This is how Socrates valued his own philosophy, and how he able to achieve this kind of critical thinking within the youth of the particular city. Now you can ask that how he is relevant for the current society. He is very much relevant for the current society if you understand the social reform or activism that is taking place in the society. By what? By we are asking the question why the caste system should be followed. What is the basis of the higher caste is always remain the higher caste? What is the reason for that? Now when we ask these kind of questions, obviously the reform started taking place by prominent leaders like Mahatma Gandhi and B.R. Ambedkar. Similar goes with the self-reflection and spiritual practice that has been taking place, that we are questioning our own existence and what is the basis of that emotions, right? Now now some certain quotations given by Socrates are: the only true wisdom is knowing you know nothing, which means what? He plays his own ignorance in trying to understand the other person's perspective. Next, he says an unexamined life is not worth living. Next, I cannot teach anybody anything, I can only make them think, right? Which is, he is invoking the thought-provoking process within the youth. Now, he also gives a quotation: to find yourself, think for yourself. Next, employ your time in improving yourself by other men's writing, so that you shall gain easily what others have labored for, which he talks about. You get into the details of other person's work, then only you will understand the real essence, right? Now he says wisdom begins in wonder, right? So these are some of the quotations given by Socrates that you can understand. You can take the screenshot of the particular video, right? Done. In the next video we'll be talking about the important personality, that is Plato. Till then, take care. Thank you.